Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scene for Darkness in Dublin, the Changeling venue. As we are joined in a pub that is probably somewhere in Dublin City, out of the way. It's your traditional Irish pub. Um, there's music playing. It's not nowhere by nowhere means packed. It is the lunch hour, but music is still playing and people are coming in eating food. Um, standing there, probably as people kind of look at him as well, is the gigantic Rides the Lightning as he is ordering food and all right, walking through the bar, like, saying hello to everybody. And he sits down one of these huge, huge pint glasses right in front of this little tiny little woman and sets down clumps of meat, clumps of bacon, clumps of everything, and just sits down beside her, thumping in the chairs. He sets down his own big glass and turns to her. That is a pint, Bambi.
She snags up the glass without a second thought, and takes a swig and kind of shoots him this playfully skeptical look. Think I don't know what a pint is?
Yeah, but this is real pint. That's Smiddix. That's stout, that is, which is ridiculously strong Irish liquor.
Just because I'm cute doesn't mean I don't know my shit.
I mean, I don't know. Considering how small you are, I thought you'd be a bit of a lightweight. That's all. And I didn't get these big, beautiful, beautiful hairs on my body just because I sat there, eating salads and shite. I got it from drinking.
Is that so?
A lot of drink. A lot of drinking, fumbling around in bushes, but that's side point.
Right. Swigs.
He'll grin. Plus, they got a smoking section. As he lights a cigarette. You know what I mean? So, I'm a happy man.
At least you're not hard to please. Another cheeky ass smile.
Listen here, you. Pokes her right in the nose. Technically, I am. Well, actually, I am. I am fancier than you now.
Oh, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Fancy, you say?
Fancy.
I don't know. Pretty sure that's the equivalent of hourly work. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's all good. It's almost as if the word fancy or any references to sophistication are what summon the she here. Door opens and Brina looks around, walks in. She doesn't seem particularly moved by any of what's happening right now. But then again, she really seems to express a lot of emotion in general.
I mean, she can spot the big guy. He's not exactly subtly there. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, he's probably the easiest person in the room to spot.
He's still 7 foot tall. In the autumn world, he's just leaning back. You know what I mean?
Like 2 steps behind Karina because he's just like, oh shit, that's Karina. Runs a little 4-foot guy.
Oh Lord, he's only 4 feet even in the autumn world?
Oh yeah, he's short.
Oh Lord. Oh God, he is short. I just saw that. Do you want to make the first move, Tim, or you want me to start rolling alertness?
No, I'm gonna make the first move. Karina's eyes kind of narrow as she sees Bambi and rides. But Karina's decided she's going to try to tell a joke this time to break the ice. That helps with you.
Oh, this is going to be glorious.
Oh. She is going to come on up. And she's going to say, "Hello, I apologize if I'm intruding on date night. seem as if you two are having quite a bit of fun. And she like tries to give a smirk to show that like, yeah, she's joking.
Reminds me of that bit with the Terminator where she do it with the cheesy smile. That's what I'm thinking of in my head.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh my god.
The eyes widen the tiniest bit, and she kind of coughs mid swig.
Rides leans back, puts his arm over Bambi. Oh well, of course, all the ladies love me.
Zeke's like 2 steps behind Karina.
I'm not sure about all. I'm still here.
Ah, give me time, Karina. Give me time. Just nods
You got
sagely.
it, boy.
Who's the little fella? Points.
Yeah, there's kind of a head lean, like Defik. That's not a shadow. Like, bleh.
This also makes Karina turn around because she didn't know Zeke was behind her.
Well, he has an excuse. He's like 3 feet taller than me. Karina's like, what, a foot?
Yeah, Karina's like she's on the taller side for a lady, but like, yeah.
Zeke waves at Karina. Hey, I'm Zeke. As he kind of introduces himself to the other two.
Stands up to his fullest height. Walks over. Looks down at the little man.
You're literally like half his height.
Mm-hmm.
You come up to his belt.
He's almost 2 of the man.
Just watch out for headbutts. No.
Like leans all the way down like a giant, like you see Jack and the Beanstalk type thing. Hello, little man.
So,
How you doing? Almost pats him like it's curious to him that you're that small, much smaller than him.
anyways, this place got good bites.
Ah, yeah, no, it's grand. They do bacon, they do everything. Yeah. Stares at him again. Curiously.
Yep, Pepper will even pick up and like idly wave a piece of bacon, then shove it in her mouth because nom bacon. Who doesn't love bacon?
Good beer.
It's not too bad. It's a bit, shakes his hands as he stands up to his fullest height again, so all you see is the belt buckle.
Weren't you just talking about how real this was a minute ago?
I mean, turns looks real enough for me. And not you, Bambi. You wink.
Sticks her tongue out.
It's decent. The whiskey's nice. But I've had better. I've had way better.
You'll head over to the bar and order like a pile of food and a whiskey.
Good, yeah.
Leans-
For what it's worth, Pepper will spare Karina a glance and like pat the seat on the other side of her, like, make yourself at home, essentially.
Rides leans into Karina. Is he real? Like, is he one, Like, is he really that small?
You there, Tim?
No, I don't think so.
God damn it. Hangouts
Just
really hates you.
Plonks down in front beside Bambi then and goes, See that? See how small he is? Like
She again
whispering.
snorts into her drink a little bit. Yes, I saw. Oh my god.
Shh, he'll hear you.
Why are
Nods.
you like this?
Alrighty, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So what she had said to Rides was, yes, he really is that small. He wobbles too.
He wobble? Oh, wow.
What, like a
you
penguin?
You should see him when we are in fights together.
Oh, I have to see this.
And Karina will definitely take up Bambi's invitation to go ahead and chill.
Zeke will come back. I could hear you, right?
Oh, yes. You wobble.
He actually chuckles.
Right, just turns and looks at Bambi, going, "See, see." You know what I mean?
What?
Like,
What? It wasn't me.
Oh,
You said it.
He looks over at Karina and he takes out of his bag a file and slides it over to her. I've decided to give you this now because it could be something to have to do with what's going on. But I don't.
Karina's gonna open up the file, make sure what it is.
Yeah, it's there's a few pages that look like corrupted computer stuff, and then after about the fourth page, it actually gets good.
Yeah, but what is it though?
I shall send it to you in Facebook.
All right.
Wow, that looks shady. Commented idly as she is steadily draining this pint.
Quite shady. It was a situation that we had to deal with a few weeks ago.
No?
Ongoing.
situation, eh?
Yes. Someone with, and she'll kind of look around because the pub is, even though it's not necessarily empty, like,
Yeah, yeah.
even though it's not necessarily full, there's still a few people up in there. She'll say, someone with around my level of authority was doing things that were I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I want to kill them.
I see.
Blink.
Just nods, takes a drain of his pint. Okay.
When to a page that doesn't look like corrupted files, Zeke reaches over and puts his finger above a name that's not ALS. You'll see it in the file. I sent it to you.
Yep, I'm looking at it now.
The second doctor's name.
So what's been done about this person? And that's well, making life a bit difficult for everybody. Takes a steady drain of his pint.
Well, until recently, we didn't have any other names. The other person was taken care of.
As in her, I believe her heart was literally cut out.
Was literally what?
Literally cut out.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I didn't hear you the first time.
My bad. Karina's voice is very quiet. Let me know if I need to repeat things.
Yes.
That's a name I haven't heard before, have you?
No.
But it's a name.
To summarize to both of you, someone here used to be running. I'm just going to call them experiments. Not the prodigals, but a few members of our kind as well.
And other things.
I'll admit, while I morally find such things to prodigals or any living creature wrong, doesn't necessarily break our laws right up until she's experimenting on our own.
He points to. You might want to look at 5315.
For what it's worth, Pepper has over the course of conversation has like folded herself up, sort of like ended up sitting cross-legged in the chair, and at this point has even like kind of hitched one of the knees up, so she's got like one arm around her leg, and one hand still holding the beer.
So once the mention of experimentation and all that on Fae kind, Karina can see it. The pint glass is literally beginning to crack as Rides' hand slowly lifts and takes a drink.
Karina, without really looking up, just hears the crack, just because I think that's stylistically cool. And
Yeah.
she's, don't worry, I felt much the same way. Feel
Good.
the same way.
One of these three might even be able to be saved.
And that's going to be our priority.
Oh, aye.
The one Kiniko Hayata, I think it mentions, is currently in study.
Like
Which means,
being studied or learning.
yes, there's a chance that this individual, this guy might still be alive. When he says alive, he says alive really quietly.
There's worry side glances taking place. Only because that glass is cracking.
I see. So, do you need any help with that?
Definitely.
I'm in. I'll make sure that whoever's doing it, they get the long goodbye. Not the nice kind.
Find them first. And I have a few ideas on how to do so. They may be dead ends, but yeah, I'll try.
Unfortunately, I knew what I was doing with the computer, but the people who tried to cover their tracks up also knew really well what they were doing. So this was pretty much the extent of what I was able to get. And the other files that I took out of that library are pretty much just gibberish.
Well, times I've actually been glad to be a scientist.
But if we're going after this individual, I want in.
Oh, because of course I was going to do this solo and take all the glory for myself.
Well, I wasn't saying you were. I didn't expect you to. I'm just saying.
So, is the problem like a language? She like leans over to kind of glance at the file, if only because a lot of that didn't even look like words.
No, they were able to corrupt or delete the files quite extensively. Recovery was very limited. I think this was subject Delta, I think, which isn't even the top of the ones that we were looking for.
Hmm. It'll probably take me too long to learn. Be very useful. Sits back a bit.
Rides eventually drains his pint, and when he puts the pint glass down, there's like several crack marks along the whole fucking top of the glass because it's a long pint glass.
It'll just be that subtle, like, I'm just gonna nudge this where you can't reach it. And she will even deposit what remains of her own in front of him in exchange. But yeah, it's just like we're just gonna take this. Don't mind me.
You still there?
How long has this been going on for?
Okay. I don't know. I've got. Is there dates on there?
There are enough subjects here to gather that it's lasted for quite a while. She had enough time to develop her own methods. You don't get that just by trial and error.
So someone of your station, you said.
Yes.
Do we know which? Rub his big beard. Which, we'll say, group she belongs to.
Yeah. Her name was Ayala. She was of the look around family called Island.
He just flexes his fingers, takes a breath, and just nods. It's almost as if he's expecting a different name, because, oh boy, if that name had been mentioned, that one shit would have gotten interesting.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
He takes a breath, and he's like, no, it's not the name I was looking for. Okay, it's still wrong, but we're not in the oh shit stage. Just takes a breath. I see.
He looks down. He realizes he dropped the page. Oh shoot! Sorry. Reaches down, picks it up, and passes it over to Karina. That piece of paper says that there is a mention of a laboratory and a corporation, but no details.
Well, that doesn't narrow
Sorry,
things down.
Ian just realized that the file didn't completely copy over to the notepad. Sorry, Tim.
No biggie. Yeah, Karina will say, well, that at least narrows things down. Be likely looking for some kind of corporate facility with a lot of medical equipment. She just kind of stops, blinks.
Pepper decides
they're
this is an apt
smart.
time to hop up and go to the bar because she ain't got shit. But she damn well knows Tristan opened a tab, so just gonna go get them both new drinks because he's probably finishing hers.
If they were smart, they probably have it hidden somewhere where medical equipment is either easily attainable or normal. Like a hospital or something like that.
Something to cross-reference this to. There was a corporation that we had found. Caden, I believe yourself.
I'll say Pepper's plopping back down, setting down the drinks at this point so she doesn't miss things.
Maybe these two are connected. They're too similar to not be. Maybe with these notes here, the ones that we had gathered from that other building, maybe we can see if there's a connection there. I would be surprised if there wasn't.
I'm just wondering if, with the finding of this stuff and the sudden appearance of this sickness, if there's a connection.
Related. At least on the surface.
Sorry, Tim, I missed
Sorry,
that.
you've got like boops and background noises happening that are making it a little distorted.
My bad. I'm going to try to project a little bit more with your voice. She'll say, unrelated. At least on the surface.
I mean, it's grim enough to say, but if she's poking around stuff like that, she can obviously learn what our weaknesses are and stuff, so it makes sense in a twisted way.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the name that we don't know. Because, I mean, with some work, I'm sure we could track down the resources that this Ella person had and deal with it. But it's this person that we don't know.
Is it somewhere in all that mess? She kind of gestures again to the file with the several pages of corrupted text.
Possibly.
Most likely, yes, but just so you know, out of character, Ian did an insane amount of successes on data recovery. That was the best he got.
I'm debating applying naming to the problem.
Talk to Kimberly about that.
I will once I have it. But she's looking thoughtfully at it.
Yeah.
I have a thought, but I need time to study and to practice. But maybe I can make it give me an answer.
He'll take out a copy and slide it over to her.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, she slides it over and probably has one of those big satchel purses just because who actually uses a purse as a purse anymore? She just carries like a fucking change of clothes in there and like a notebook and a bunch of other shit that are not ladylike purse items. So
is everything kept in the bra, Katie?
Maybe.
I still
too. I ain't even in front.
You would be amazed what you can keep in a bra, especially if you're wearing a corset.
He looks over at Karina. I still have the computer.
To make sure that shouldn't be, I don't know, back chased or some shit.
Sorry, you make sure and then get garbled a bit.
Oh gosh, it's so hard to actually be loud with this voice.
We can assume you're using the voice if it really comes down to it, because it's killing me inside slowly.
It's killing you inside? Okay.
I went to turn you up, but then I could hear all your background noise and I was sad.
All right, I'll just talk as Tim right now then.
I love you. I promise to suspend my disbelief.
Made sure it couldn't be backtraced or whatever people can do with computers.
Yeah, it's not in a place that can be dangerous.
Good.
However, the library that she had that I also acquired was taken from my facility. So,
wait, what was taken from your facility?
what was left of her library? They left a note. They left a nice little note.
Okay,
they didn't take. 1 second. I believe it was her house. Representatives of her house. Yeah, I think it was representatives of her house, but I'll have to check with Lindsay. Or Kimberly, sorry.
Well, it seems we've got a bit of a interesting predicament then.
Where are the peeps?
We are autumn side and up in the pub. Because all the classy people are drinking before lunch.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock.
I was going to say, it's nearly 8:30 in the evening in Ireland, so.
I mean, it's like 3 or 4 here, so I'm just.
Yes, but we fun fact.
We've decided it's lunchtime.
Okay. I will accept your logic. Just so you could be alcoholics. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I'm the cleric on here, so yeah. I mean, it comes with the territory.
Zeke gets delivered like a literal like pile of like bacon and sausages and eggs and stuff. Looks like he hasn't eaten a day by the look of the plate.
Yep. Sooner or
Alright,
later,
cool.
Pepper is going to extract a shepherd's pie, like a bowl of this, from the mountain of things that Tristan has brought back to the table, and just kind of pull it over, because this is mine now. And sorry, do feel free. I interrupted you. Oh,
Who is she talking to?
I was telling Evan because I kind of interrupted him when I
Oh,
mentioned
okay.
that when I started talking.
So, turns to Karina. Tell me about your people then.
Karina actually looks confused, and she'll say, "Do you mean black people? Do you mean women? Do you mean the British? Do you mean Northmen? Do you mean," points at her ears, "or do you mean my family?"
Wow. Let's bust out every stereotype.
I just eyebrow raises. Well, I was going to say Northman, but I mean, if you want to tell me about those things, all right, then just takes a quick drink. I mean, I could tell you about caravans and stuff if that amuses you. We have a lot of them. It's
Fair.
not.
Sorry, it's just that this is the situation that I'm in. It's odd. I consider myself Northern first, though. What would you like to know?
Well, what would you like to tell me? It gives you just a big cheery smile.
She'll think. She'll say, "Well, we've always been a people that have valued our ability to do things ourselves. It's less being stubborn about not accepting help, but it's about self-reliance when you can."
Nods.
The proverb is, "Teach a man to fish." Same parallel.
Just nods. I can respect that. I can respect that. So it's more self-reliance, but also to value your own strengths and to look at your own weaknesses before you're able to reach out to others. Is that type of thing?
Yes, very much.
Just nods. Okay. No, I can get that. And what would you say then is the most... What makes you proud to be then? What you are then, as a Northman then? Like, what can you tell me as a person who has no experience of it, like?
It is in the knowledge that beings that are vastly more powerful than us, vastly more wise than us, to a degree watch over us. And as long as I try my best and as long as I don't back down, then when I pass, I will be somewhere that I have earned. You've heard of Valhalla, yes?
Nods. Oh, yeah.
Well, nearly everyone that dies in battle goes there. It doesn't matter what your ears look like. And she'll flick her own ears.
For what it's worth, because I find it very funny, Pepper almost kind of self-consciously reaches up and like rubs her ear.
I
It's
apologize
not.
to say that, and death really doesn't discriminate.
No, I get you. No, I do. It's nods. It's more for the fact that you got and fought, right? Rather than what you are and what you look like and what your blood is like. It's the fact that you picked up let's say, pick up the axe and ran in. The bravery of it, like.
Exactly.
Just nods. No, I can respect that. I can respect that a lot, actually. Just nods to himself. And if you don't mind me asking, what do you think is your people's biggest failing then? Like, what do you think that your people could do to be more?
In my time just here, what I've seen is there is more than one type of strength. Just because you can't swing a sword, it doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that you can't swing a sword.
Just a nod. I see.
Yeah, Zeke nods at that.
Yeah, no, right. Just seems really curious. Like he just seems to be leaning forward and just genuinely curious, and seems to just take everything that she says and just nods, like he's weighing it and judging it, and just like okay, nods to himself.
Meanwhile, Pepper is just picking at her food because she finds the whole idea of planning everything around death kind of morose. So she's just like, meh. Definitely more playing with than eating, but picking at.
What about you, little man? Turns and looks at Zeke.
Sorry?
Where do you come from?
I'm local.
He just nods. Are you like pats Bambi on the head, herself and myself over here, or more gestures of Karina?
Okay.
Blink.
Head tilt. Kind of frowns at him. No, I was just asking. Okay. It kind of freezes a bit, like the answer kind of stumps him.
He's asking what family you come from. She air quotes the term family.
Are you out of character? Are you referring to like house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's just we can't say what house are you from, man, in front of all the people.
Some people might call it the Dougal clan.
Oh. Oh, I see. Nods.
There's like the slow lean over to rides. Like in the stained glass, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's them.
Little nod of like, yeah, I got this.
I'm a crafter of many things.
Just nods.
In fact, on the dreaming side, you can see a couple of his pieces of work.
So apart from making things, what does your family do for you? Do you like enjoy it, or do you just use it to spur your creativity, or do you have an organization among that?
No, I work with somebody and build things and help collect things and
Just nods. And what do you think then is your, like what I asked Karina, what do you think is your weakness then? Your family's, What do you wish they did more, essentially? Just leans back, like looking around very curiously.
Quite a bit. I mean, we're person I work for is pretty neck deep in trying to find a way to be the best term for it. Get rid of this sickness. So right now, there's not a whole lot more we could do.
Mm.
He looks over at Karina, like looking for her opinion on that.
Oh, what did he say? My bad.
He said that, well, he and the person he's working for, obviously, she knows who he's working for, are pretty much doing everything they can to find a way to beat the sickness. So there's not really a whole lot more that they can do right now.
I think the point was to ask the kinds of things your family does and the kinds of things they don't. Where would you say the pitfall is?
I don't know, honestly. I'm still learning a lot of this stuff. I mean, I'm relatively new to the clan, so I mean,
Oh,
Oh, well, from your experience and of what you've seen, because just being new isn't an excuse really when you think about it. You lean back and take a swig.
I really didn't take much notice until recently, so I'm still learning. Not really much for me to say beyond that.
Takes a drink, just nods to himself. Oh, that's grand then. Takes a long swig, just thinks and puts the thing down and turns to Karina. You ever been to a caravan park, Karina?
No, I can't say that I have.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience. I'd love you. You wink. Mainly because you can fight.
Sounds interesting. Like, so I think I heard you mention them at least once before. Is that? Mm, was that your upbringing?
Yeah. Grew up in a caravan park. We are called travelers. We travel around. Some of us would be craftsmen necessarily. He'll nod his head at Zeke with the pint glass. We would tinker with items and make them better. It was kind of our trade, but a lot of us are old people from an old world. So, and what a lot of us do is some of us fight.
It is timeless.
Nod. Oh yeah. The biggest of us usually are the ones who fight, but the women and some of the others, they can fight too. He'll grin to himself.
and she's
Just so you
poking
guys
at the
know.
bowl. She just says, "Scrappy."
So you know, when you look at him in the face side, this is what's sitting on his back.
I have no idea how to do that even. So
Well,
As a regular bow because she's a regular fae. She didn't have crossbows.
sorry?
I said no. Karina just has a regular like bow on her back.
I literally have no idea how to see that shit.
Pretty sure it's just normal. You see the Fae mean, right?
Do you just see
Yeah,
it all
like
the
it.
time?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't
I
take
know
any,
that.
you don't take any actual like penalties or anything because like it's assumed that you're like adapted to that shit and can deal with it.
So while we're all sitting here, we are actually seeing each other's Fae means.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's hot. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yep.
Zeke is armored. Zeke has armor on, and he has a repeating crossbow on his back.
I mean, Right just looks how he is, big thick hair, big, essentially, very much looks like the picture. Except
Zeke
has really
very much
has,
like
has really he has really emerald green eyes, like really, really emerald green, because changeling eyes.
Beautiful.
and Zeke is very, very obviously a knocker. And he has mechanical legs.
Oh, that's a thing.
he's a knocker and a Dougal. So.
I don't think she knows the Dougal flaw.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Which is the best flaw. Oh my god.
Yeah, you replace parts of your body with machine.
Ew.
But no, sometimes we'd have the old caravans and we used to pull them with a horse as well. But modern day, you bring cars, which is, the mobile ones, which is a shame. You miss the old horse pulling you around the place.
I'm still curious how they fit so many horses under the hood.
Sounds more charming with horses.
Grin. Plus, you should see us on Beltane. Oh, Jesus. You ever heard Puching, Karina? Do you grin like at the both of them?
And what now?
Puching.
Okay.
It is an old Irish drink. It is basically the equivalent of Irish moonshine.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
grinning into that glass.
The people that rides this from, like actual people in Ireland called the Travellers, they make it. They especially make it.
Shit. All right.
It's good shit.
Oh, Dude grinned to himself. It'll set you right up for the rest of the week, anyway, at least. I remember the first time I drank it when I was about 12. Didn't know who it was for a while.
Jesus. Who let you into that when you were 12?
Your dad did. He said it'll
Oh.
put hairs in your chest, boy. Drank it, and I was wandering around going, I don't know who I am.
She just reaches over, pats him on the shoulder. You must have drunk a lot of it.
I tried to drain the bottle, and that's when my dad took it off me.
Oh God. I meant in general. I was just God. I was just trying to poke fun at you, but now I'm sad.
Grinned at her. What are you sad for? It was great.
Oh my God. How did you not die of alcohol poisoning?
Zeke is chuckling.
I'm a big man, Bambi.
You were
Nods.
12.
I'm still big.
12. He started.
You were only 12-year-old big though. That's not
started
even like
late.
growth spurt age.
Hey, I was fighting. I was put in the fighting arena at 10, Bambi.
What the hell?
Starting drinking at 12. That's a late start.
What?
Eyebrow raise.
I think I think anything earlier than that, like in permanent damage, can happen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sure, even at 12, permanent damage can happen because his shoulder is shove. It has literally no effect. She effectively like goes to do the shoulder shove. She sways, not him. It's too much meat to move. She is not big enough for this game.
She just taps him, and he just stares at her like, "What was that?" Type stare.
Shut up. Face back in pint.
No, but they put me in the fighting arena at 10. Just nods. Like he seemed quite proud of it.
She'll tilt her head and ask this because this is actually a very big deal to her. She'll say, "Was that your desire or was that theirs?" Time.
He'll take a drink. Well, I was told it was all we'd know because my clan of people, the McBans, were fighting the MacDun Quins.
Mhm.
And to represent my family, I had to fight. I didn't want to at first. I was scared walking in there. But he made a joke about my mum, and there's a line you can't let cross. But initially I was scared, but after that I just became numb to the feeling. In fact, I rather enjoy it. I don't mind fighting.
She'll nod to that.
If you fight for the right reasons, then fighting is no more than takes a drink. It's no more than singing and dancing and merrymaking. It's all about the passion you put inside it.
Skeptical side glance. Still draining pint.
I can definitely. What is the slang? Get down with that.
Grin.
There was a snort into the fucking pint.
He'll chuckle merrily, like his whole body seems to rumble because he has one of those big men chuckles.
The cup taps back down on the table. She's sputtering, kind of coughing. Taps her chest a couple times, like, oh god, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh, you gotta warn people before you. Oh. Like coughing, sputtering.
I apologize. I'm mostly used to British slang. Or the slang. Just because I hear that in my music.
Nods. No, it's fine. I wasn't ready. I don't think any of us were.
So, that happened. Whew. Jeez. Almost too quiet in here.
Usually is. Takes a drink. It's a Saturday, Bambi. The girls from work will be coming soon. That's what I'm waiting for. Rubs his chin.
Perks up.
Turns and looks at her like, oh yeah, no, I know the look. You know what I mean? Just nodding. Oh yeah, there's a couple here that come here and they've got the biggest hips you'll ever see. It's claps and rubs his hands together.
She strokes her chin a bit. Yes. How long until they get here?
Looks at it, takes out his pocket watch and looks at it. About 20 minutes.
I'm ready.
He just nods at her, just looks at her, just does the kind of bro nod like, finally, someone who gets it.
Someone with my thirst.
Someone I can use as a wingman. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Leans back.
Whoever has adopted an admittedly very playful pout. It is hardly heartfelt.
Karina's still gonna take it and run with it. Karina's gonna look at Bambi and be like,
Sorry, be like, what?
jealous? And she'll smile a bit. She's obviously just poking, not actually coming at anyone.
The nose wrinkles. She like sticks her tongue out. Jealous? What's there to be jealous of? I see him the other. Looks at her non-existent watch. 23 hours of the day.
It's because you follow me around.
You don't stop me, do you?
I don't mind you. Grin.
Grins back.
Nice to have a fan club every now and again.
Hey!
Sparking, taking a drink.
Not a fan club. Maybe
I know
you're the
you're not,
fan
Bambi.
club.
I know you're not, Bambi. He just pats her on the, he just, playfully like puts his big hand and just bump on the top of her head.
Yep, there's the doomp doomp. For what it's worth, the little like doe ears have like flicked. Again, in like mock annoyance. They relax back like almost immediately afterward to their usual like kind of lax little position.
Just rubs his hands together.
Oh my god. The library, though. I think I might sneeze dust for a week. He wasn't joking. I don't think I understood what he meant when he said a really long time.
Oh, yes, he does not speak hyperbolically. Ever.
Oh god. It was like post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Just be careful, Bombay.
What? What?
Don't get too enraptured by the big man giving you all the hinky dinkies. You wink.
Do you know how much sneezing I did this morning? I had to take a break and go to the market just to, not aspirate so much dust it killed me.
If it means anything, I'm sure that there would be very many that would like to give you some hinky dinkies at some point.
Blink.
Rides chuckles.
Hey. I see what you did there.
I'm getting better at this. Looks at Zeke.
Nods.
This has been progress.
She's a baroness, so she can probably nod at anything. So.
Damn.
It's cold. Yes, yes.
But she's like 2 stations above him, so you know. I'm not wrong.
Guys, you didn't give me anything except work. It's not.
I'm just saying. I'm just.
Not a thing. And a roof. Roofs are good. Eventually, people get tired of you taking their couches.
Hold on there now.
What?
I'm just saying, be careful.
Be careful of what?
People can promise you the world and then take it all away with a snap of their fingers. I'm just saying, Bambi. Look after your own interests. Taps the side of his head.
I am. I'm getting paid.
She also kind of saying what Grides is saying. She just kind of puts her 2 fingers on her ear and just wiggles her ear a little bit. She knows what he's talking about. It's okay.
She's just glancing between them with like the worst case of the tennis face. Like, but what? It's work. I'm getting paid. I'm hoarding it like a smart person. What? And if he takes away the work, I still have what he paid me up till then. Isn't that kind of the point?
A little bit, but just keep your eyes open. Like I said,
that's why I hang around you.
Yeah, but can't be around all the time. Grins at her.
If it means anything, though, I've fought alongside him. I've done many, many things with him. He's not really one for dishonesty like that.
It's just not. Oh no, I just cautious. I don't. As much as I will do whatever and serve myself honorably and, do what I need to do. It's good to have a healthy suspicion of things.
There's like a stubborn, very brief little nose wrinkle. I even made sure I could leave the job anytime I wanted before I took it. I'm not stupid. Frowny face.
I mean, hey, I got a squire out of this deal, so, I'm not...
You're the one who's stuck with obligations, not me.
Not to him, though, to the troll.
I think you're not in any position to judge here, sir.
To the troll.
For him.
Karina's going to hold up a finger,
She rolls downhill.
She'll point to Bambi.
Zeke's going to look over at Karina and go, so how long do you think they've been married?
Stubborn face happens again. It's obnoxiously adorable.
Did you just drop that again?
No, Karina's looking at Bambi's hair. How long is Bambi's hair?
Here, I will show you how long Bambi's hair is. Give me one moment. There's a really good one in here somewhere. Actually, it's up here towards the top. Where is it? That'll work. Oh, actually, there it is. It'd be long as fuck.
Okay. So she looks at Bambi's hair.
What?
Yeah. And says, if it hasn't already happened, then she'll have quite beautiful hair for when the wedding happens.
Blink.
Right, chuckles a bit, rubs the back of his head. You know, like, oh.
I mean, you guys definitely have the sound of an old married couple down, Pat. He looks at Green Outlet with that look of, am I wrong?
To be fair, from what I've been told, me and Kincaid sound very similar.
Apparently, good friends equates to old married couple with surprising frequency.
Right, just quietly takes a drink.
So actually,
I've noticed no one's not speaking up.
she'll actually ask, does this line of jokes make you uncomfortable?
No, it's it totally does. I got a roll subterfuge. Fuck.
Let's get it.
Yeah, here we go. Social dice with rides the lightning. Oh yes, he has subterfuge. Thank the Lord Jesus. All right, here we go. All right, rides. Let's roll your amazing subterfuge dice. Yeah, that's right. 3. I got 2 successes.
Let's do
So
it.
roll dice, please.
Damn it. How many dice did you need?
Oh my god.
You see right through that.
Karina has 4.
Right through that shit. All right. Ian, are you rolling? Just so before I start explaining shit.
Yeah, I needed somebody to roll me 3 dice.
3 dice?
I can.
3 dice, yes.
All. Well, better for you than myself.
Both of you see it. So 4 and 3, yeah, about the same. So Bambi doesn't see it, right? Just, looks fine, takes a drink. For the two of you, yeah, it makes him uncomfortable. It's not the fact, it's kind of like a combination. Yes, Bambi's pretty, but it's something else. There's something there. It's almost the way he's holding himself. It's very, especially when you talk about the term marriage, he seems almost to bunch up slightly, and as he takes a drink, and he seems to look off very far away suddenly.
Uh-oh. All right. So what Karina is going to do is Karina's going to say, and speaking of marriage, Zeke, do Tintagel and Alcindra have plans to, I suppose, have a second ceremony, or are they planning to just continue as they were?
I have no idea.
All right.
Should they?
It depends on them.
Did something
I know
happen?
she'll stop and she'll say, at least that much is not quite my story to tell.
Okay.
I mean, she seemed perfectly lovely when we were talking to her. It takes a drink, but that's none of my business type drink. You know what I mean?
She will at the same time take a sip like, yeah, totally lovely. Not horrifying at all. If there is a drink in my mouth, I can't comment, essentially.
If it means anything, I can tell you this much. The first time I met her, it was in quite a chaotic situation.
I think it was more Kincaid than anything else, really. That kind of set her off a bit. And those fucking wombos. Still don't trust them.
Why not?
Not staging. They're small and they're organized, Bambi. They're organized. I see them.
They're lovely.
I'm sure they are. Until you're sleeping.
They didn't do anything while I was sleeping, and they helped me clean all morning.
How'd you know?
Because nothing was changed or wrong when I woke
Uh-huh.
up.
Stares at her intensely. Like
What?
if you're looking at him, suddenly his Famine has the paranoid like tinfoil hat thing on his head suddenly.
Oh my god.
What?
Don't trust him. Don't trust him.
Why shouldn't
Well,
I? I was nice to them. Sticks her tongue out.
I was perfectly lovely. He's the one who threatened me.
You poked him in the head.
I
That's
poked him to
rude.
get a question. I poked him to get a question.
I'd be pretty mean if you poked me in the head.
But there was no need for such language.
Who did you
Karina's
poke?
just
You
gonna
use
poke
such language
Bambi
all the
and
time.
What happens?
Don't tell me you poked the little.
I prodded him to see who the king of the king of the Mambos was, and then he really threatened to bite my hand off.
No, he
Uh,
threatened to bite off your finger. And you did poke him in the head.
Tell me you didn't poke the number 1 guy.
Oh no, God no!
Oh, I had a character,
I
Katie.
don't
Did
think
you,
we've
hear
ever
that?
seen number 1. Huh?
Did you hear that? What I had said just now?
No.
Oh, I just said Karina pokes Bambi in the head to see what happens.
Oh. She just kind of blinks in confusion, to be honest.
She
She
actually
literally just
adopts,
kind of
like,
turns a glance around like, what?
she actually takes a defensive stance because she's ready to get smacked.
Defensive stance.
No, you get the most bewildered glance. Like, what?
Response rides pokes Bambi when she turns as well in the back of the head, so she doesn't know which is which.
That time she turns around and snaps her teeth just to be dramatic.
Don't worry, Zeke doesn't, because he can't reach.
Makes the little gur face. It is not vicious. It's adorable. She's failing.
Bambi, if you were anyway threatening, I think I'd just give up on life if you suddenly became mean and threatening.
But I can be threatening.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I can't take it seriously. I'm sorry.
Watch out.
Not a very nice thing to say.
No. I'm telling you, turn around to Karina now and say something threatening. Say something nasty. Go on, do it.
Why would I do that?
Do it. Bang in the back of the head. You know what I mean?
Hey! Reaches over and like slaps his shoulder.
Go on. Say something mean in your
But
best
Why
mean
would I
face.
say something mean?
It's practice.
I'm just gonna say, if you smack him, I didn't see nothing.
She does reach over and like whack him in the shoulder, but I mean, again, her whacks are like don't even budge him. And
it's like being
let's
hit
be
by
fair,
a
I'm not
satin
sure she
pillow.
can reach his head.
It's like being hit by a satin pillow, essentially. For a ride.
Yeah, he baps the back of her head. She baps his shoulder. Stubborn face intensifies.
Go on, say
Zeke looks over at Karina and nods. Old married couple.
I can be
Although,
perfectly
yeah, say
threatening. Next
something-
time I just won't put you back together. Turns her nose up.
Although, say something mean. I'm curious to see what you are like mean.
Why would I say something mean?
Can roll intimidation untrained with no penalty.
Just do it, Bambi. Just want
But
to see
I'm
you.
not-
Put on your war face. Come on.
But I'm not like mad or. Besides, like, she's a no.
Because I accidentally objectified you. That is something to be.
Another kind of like blink, like what?
Writes jokes in this like the background. She said she had unevenly proportioned boobs, Bambi.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She totally did.
You're just trying to start shit.
Oh no!
Why do you always want to start shit? You
I
start
do.
shit and you have a good old time, and then I have to put you back together.
It's what I do, Bambi.
You're getting mad at him. I can see that.
Yeah, there you go. Grr.
Just does the little like turn away, turn nose up, like.
Takes a long drink. You can just hear him chuckling. You're too easy, Bambi. You're too easy.
That's so adorable.
Not as easy as you are.
Oh,
It's not. Takes a drink. Oh, fine. Excuse me, princess. Jeez. Rude. No, I see.
well,
how it
you
is.
told her to be mean.
Oh no, there's being mean and then there's being hurtful. It's a different thing.
What? No, those are the same things. When you're being mean, you're trying to be hurtful. That doesn't make any sense.
Starts smiling as he's taking a drink, almost like he was counting 3, 2, and 2 more.
He
Tries to shove his shoulder again.
He offers him a fist bump.
He reciprocates, just sparking over with Bambi.
The most gigantic meat fist versus the tiniest little man hand. Like, dunk!
Yeah.
But at the same time, seems so natural.
There's a difference, Bambi. That was hurtful, not mean.
That is being
I am-
mean.
Holds up the hand in front of his. I am sorry, Bambi. No, I am sorry.
Maybe that is my way of being mean. How about that?
That's kind of a pretty crappy way of being mean, there, Bambi. I gotta admit.
I mean, I think it's better than punching people.
You don't
With the
have to punch
slightest
people to be mean.
provocation.
You don't have to
I
punch
find
people
that
to be
very mean.
That's not mean, though.
I think it is very mean. If
Like,
you
for
were to punch
example-
me, I would think you were mean right now.
Like- Why would I punch you, though?
Well, obviously because you're mean. If you were going to punch me,
if you want to fight me for it, I don't mind. Suddenly he's really eager. Like, just it's the stare.
we
But
both know that would not go well,
No, I don't.
and I wouldn't like you anymore.
I wouldn't punch you, Bambi. Don't worry. I know what I do with you. If I wanted to be mean.
Uh-oh.
She
Drink.
starts putting on the saddest face.
Don't
Like,
make those
it's-
dough eyes at me.
It's the big doe eyes. Oh my god,
Don't.
it's so
no,
bad.
Don't. I don't. No.
Why would you be
Stop
mean to me though?
I'm not listening. Takes a drink.
Just keeps putting the doe eyes on him. It's so bad.
Turns and looks at her. I never said I would be mean to. I said if there's a difference in language, Bambi.
But why would you ever be mean to me?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. Sits up. Doe eyes completely gone.
Shakes his head, taking a drink.
No need for what ifs for impossible futures.
Mm-hmm. Still no excuse, though. You have to show yourself being mean. Good grin.
What?
Go on, say something mean, Bambi. Give me
I
the
did
good
say
face.
something mean, and then you said I was being hurtful and got all butthurt about it.
I didn't get butthurt. I was just pointing out a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No. Last time I said something mean, you got all stuffy.
You start grinning.
Yeah. Like again, the little head turned nose up like yeah. She just kind of glances outside. It's still too early for anything.
Takes a long drink.
You say anything. What's the thing you're talking about?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright, Bambi. Go on and do your fun. You grin at her.
No, it's too early.
It's
No
never
one's
too
doing
early.
anything yet.
It's never too early.
It's literally too early. They're probably still asleep.
It's never too early.
They're always sleeping it off. I mean, when you stay up that late,
Wake him up.
why would I do that?
Hair the dog, Bambi.
What?
Hair the dog. That's what you do. You wake him up and give him a drink.
I was gonna say they're usually hungover too.
That's what you do. It's hair the dog. It cures the hangover.
Just shoots him a glance like, really, bruh?
Nods, like almost as if like this is a foolproof plan. I see no problem with this.
Nope. I'm gonna give them time to get up and to get human, and then I'll start hitting people up.
Nods.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back.
How dare?
What hath I missed?
A lot of ribbing.
Okay. Karina's still there waiting for the meanness to start.
The closest thing we got to meanness was him saying, "You're too easy, Bambi," when she was responding like really emphatically to everything. And she's like, "Not as easy as you." That's about the meanest we've gotten.
Ooh.
And the fist bump. Don't forget about the fist bump.
Yeah, the world's largest to tiniest fist bump.
Nice. No reaction to the objectification comment.
She was just like, "But what?"
Damn. Karina was hoping that'd get her mad.
Nope. Nope. She has failed entirely to anger the satyr. Satyr is still full of wide-eyed wonder. You have done nothing.
Goddamn Orchid Legacy.
She looks over at Karina. You gotta try harder.
No, well, okay, well, we have to remember we're not actually trying to be terrible people.
Points. See? No need for all this meanness. Why would you want me to be mean?
I just want to see what it's like. That's all.
Because you're a furry goat-like cinnamon bun.
Blank. Tries to decide if that counts as a compliment or an insult, really. Especially in the autumn world. It's just a weird thing to say to someone. She ponders this at length. She seems to be more distracted by the sentiment than than the actual point. She's like, furry goat like head.
Pride stinks. He's like, no, I'm not mean. I'm not going to be mean. He's taking a drink, but he could, takes a long drink.
It's the I can't say it if I'm drinking drink.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He catches a side eye.
So that noise you make, Bambi, as he finally says, taking a sigh.
That is completely involuntary.
It's a goat noise.
So, does that happen at like, you know?
Karina's eyes go wide, which is probably like one of the few times y'all seen them go wide. She doesn't express a lot, but yeah. And she looks very interested in the answer to this question.
Because I've been curious for a long time, Bambi.
You haven't tried very hard to find out, have you?
I'm just curious. Does it just suddenly like you're there and boop 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 boop? Meh.
Hey, shove.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, no. Karina's going to look to Bambi and say, with your consent, of course, I would like to run a very, very, very important experiment with you for science.
Yeah, the last time someone said for science, I was very startled.
Grins to himself and takes a drink. Like, oh yeah, you're on your bed. Oh, you were startled, all right.
Think of it less for science and more for the sake of knowledge.
Blank. Like the most, I'm not sure if I trust this. It's playfully so, but like I don't know. This seems sus.
We can see if you do make that involuntary sound. And then she just kind of taps her hands on the table a couple of times.
The eyebrows kind of raise and is she gonna say it? For what it's worth, she looks very entertained that this is a subject of conversation. She does not seem especially fussed. She's playing at it, but she's...
So when he's fiddling with your bagpipes, Bambi, does it just go meh?
What?
Repeatedly?
Fiddling with my... Oh my god.
Who
says that?
Apparently him.
Apparently, yeah. He just nods like, hey.
Suppose you'll never know.
Shrugs.
At least until the wedding. Oh, did I say that?
No, not likely.
But experiments, knowledge.
Besides, I'm too young for settling down. Grin.
I don't know if that means that she's open to experiments.
Just makes it sound so impersonal.
Would you like me to use another phrase then? Like the Northman taking you like a savage animal.
Great
Blink.
coughing.
The eyes widen ever so slightly, and there's the blink blink of, oh.
I was going to say she found the pot of gold, but I mean, whew. That's one way to put it.
Karina's fucking direct, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's so good. Don't
Karina
be
will beat
sorry.
around the bush for all of 30 seconds until she gets tired of it.
No, it's beautiful. Never apologize. She hears the pot of gold comment and like whips her head around, and there's that look. Like, I want to ask it, but I shouldn't ask it, but I really want to ask it. Weighing the potential downsides.
Stares at her with the face going, go on.
Do it. Fucking do it. I feel like that's inappropriate to ask here.
I mean, you've just literally been asked, you like taking it from the backside by an angry Northman, so like I'm pretty sure.
I mean, she didn't specify the backside.
Oh, it was going to be that. What did you think it was going to be?
Gestures of Karina like.
I mean, let's all have an honest moment. Say doggy style is best style, but for real though, side eye again. Oh wait, no, I'll wait. I'll ask later.
No, it's fine, Bobby. If you're too frightened, it's fine. I get it.
Frightened. There are things that we are not supposed to say.
It's fine. Takes a drink. I see how it is.
Oh no, I'll wait. It'll be fun. I can already tell the answer is going to be amazing, regardless of which it is.
Just takes a drink. Like, no, it's fine. I mean, we're asking you all the questions, and then you're like, no, I'm not going to say anything. No, it's a bit disappointing, Bambi.
That is. Yeah, but then I'll just sound racist as fuck. I don't even think that counts, really.
You won't. You'll be fine. Pats her on the knee.
Do you have a pot of gold?
Stares at her. Yes.
Do you really have a pot of gold?
I told you I have a pot of gold.
You're full of shit, aren't you, right now?
No.
Leans over.
Leans over. Are you making fun of my pot of gold? Because Vanessa has feelings, Bambi.
What?
Yeah, it's that. Vanessa has feelings.
What? You're real speculative. Oh my god.
I ain't gonna front. Karina's lost in the pot of gold shit. She has no idea what the fuck.
She is fucking like, she is wide-eyed because this is just as enthusiastic as she expected, but she wasn't ready. She thought she was ready. Oh my god.
I'll tell you now, Bambi. I'll get Vanessa. And
Do it.
No, I won't.
What? You said you would just now.
No, Vanessa's too classy for you.
What?
Mhm.
What? Like,
With his hands on his hips, all sassily.
because
Who
you're
is
all about
Vanessa?
the classy.
Is this a woman?
Pot of gold. Did you just
Or is this her penis?
It's his pot of gold.
Then what is the pot? Is the pot of gold your penis?
I know that's I call that something else.
Head whips. What do you call that?
Rise of lightning. Just even
I
sure.
thought it was the lightning. I would think you would just call it the lightning.
I mean,
Though that implies certain things about your nickname.
yeah, because I have a huge penis.
I mean, if you're writing it and it's the lightning,
no,
implies you have a lot of lonely nights going on.
Stares at her. I mean, Jesus, Bambi.
You wouldn't mean. You were demanding it a minute ago.
I didn't think you had it in you.
What? It wasn't that mean.
That was
That was pretty mean, Bambi. That was pretty mean. Yeah. I mean, first you went and took away my dignity, and then you just, took away my ball sack as he sits down, takes a drink.
I think they call it savage.
Mm-hmm.
God help her,
I mean-
she actually looks moderately ashamed of herself.
And it looks adorable.
No, I thought we were friends, Bambi. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Damn, the betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, I
What?
see how it
It
is.
wasn't
No,
betrayal. He's
first
a
you get a
man.
big new. First you get a big new library, and now you're just insulting me.
What?
No, it's fine.
What?
You
We were just
grin.
talking earlier about. I see your shit. God
Savage.
damn it.
So
No, my penis is called the thunder because what comes after thunder? Lightning. Winks.
Pretty not gonna say anything.
I'm not sure that technically makes sense.
It's not supposed to make sense. It's provocative. Just leads in.
Gets the people going.
Just nods. See, you got it.
Shakes her head. You nickname literally everything?
You got a
Oh,
problem with
wow.
that? You know, stares at her.
But I mean, not yet.
Good. Keep it that way. Look, if I want to name my hatchet Big Bess, I can name whatever the hell I want.
That's true. You can nickname me too. Just nickname me as a whole, please.
Bambi.
What?
Pats her on the cheeks. What's your nickname?
I know.
There you go then.
Just,
And I have the girls. Nod sagely.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
Turns a glance down over to Karina again. So I'm just gonna say, there is a large gap between for science and savagely taking from behind. I just feel the need to point out there's a gap there. It is very broad. The one sounds far more compelling than the other.
Karina's gonna hold up a finger, start taking some notes. I'm gonna roll intelligent science real quick. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Oh God. Oh God. This is too real for me right now.
you guys asked for it.
Okay, it's still one success. It's enough because I don't think many other people up here have science. And she's going to be like, I've already developed an experimentation method for us.
Blank.
She's just gonna start rattling off how, yeah.
Rides begins taking out pieces of paper and writing it down as she explaining.
What are you doing?
Take a note, Bambi. Shh.
But
Shh.
oh God damn it. Don't try. I don't think you can pull that one off.
Let's take a note.
Don't you do
That is how I connect for science. To read.
puts the paper
Thumbs up.
puts the paper in his pocket and just taps the side of it like, I'll try that later. You know what I mean?
There is totally another fist bump.
Yep.
I think. Actually, you know what? You did just meet me yesterday, so you don't know some of the lengths that I go to.
What?
Yes, the laughter is in character.
I missed the
sometimes you
first
just
bit.
sometimes you just
Oh
have
no,
to do things.
she just said you did meet me just yesterday, so you don't know. You don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I stand by my what?
Sometimes you just have to do things for the sheer fucking delight of it. So just nods.
It's
Even
almost
if-
like a lifestyle. Like looks over at him like with the most kind of doy look.
Karina will look over and think, and she'll say, I mostly do this on the weekends. Most I'm too busy with. She'll point to the file. She'll point in the direction of north.
Just nod and chuckle.
With serious business.
Yeah, serious business.
Important business. Just nods.
If she's got a hand on the table, one of it will get patted. Gotta make time for fun. That's how you stay sane.
I mean, you can have fun while you're doing it too. There is that.
Mhm.
you could literally step off a ship and go, surprise! You know what I mean? While you're running in and just scare the shit out of them. That's what I like to do. It's all about
Blink.
theatricality. Nods. You can freak out an opponent before you even fight them. They're not going to fight you. Taps the side of his head. Fighter logic.
Isn't that just psychological warfare?
Exactly. Like, honest question, Karina. Would you rather fight a guy who's screaming at the top of his lungs like a wailing banshee than fight this guy who's deadly and calm? And who you can probably... Oh, God. But he'll turn to everybody and say it as well.
Da-na-na. Will he make it back in?
Dun.
Oh, God.
Yeah, at a character moment, I totally want to make Leprechaun, whose hoarding is the cereal Lucky Charms.
Just have a Scrooge McDuck vault full of it.
Gold!
Just so he can constantly use the phrase, "They're always after me, Lucky Charms."
But are they, though?
Biggest surprise ever when they come to get the treasure. I got it now. Oh. Come on, Tim, you can do it.
Poor Tim. His shit hates him. Oh, you're back. You made it.
Can y'all hear me though?
Yeah. I hear perfectly.
Okay. Because I was just mad rambling like both times.
Oh, no.
But what Rides has said is, which would you rather fight? Some guy who's like, skimpy cam running, or some big guy who's screaming psychotically everywhere, screaming at the top of his lungs, and there's about 5 of them.
He's asking Karina this?
Yeah, because well, he reckons you're the one who bees in as much fight as he does, essentially.
Karina thinks about it. So, one scrawny looking dude or 5 beefed up psychopaths.
Exactly. Screaming at you as they're running in.
This is going to sound odd. And go with me on this here. The 5.
Just nods.
Here's why. Number 1, they announce themselves. Number 2, they're in a squad. The one by himself is not in a squad, which either means he's stupid or he's confident enough to walk into combat without a squad.
Nods.
Well, she'll snap both her fingers and do finger guns. I'm an archer.
Oh, I see. He just nods to himself. Ha ha ha.
It's the one thing we have in common. We just use different types of bows.
Oh no, I'm the frontline guy. I'm the guy with the axe. Grins to himself. I'm that guy.
I'm the sir not appearing in this film.
You're the bat room Rambo, but it's fine. Pat's on
I'm the what?
Nothing. You are the emergency open safe, I'll call you. It's your antlers.
What?
Nothing. It's an experiment I want to try sometime.
Side eye?
Not that way. It's, looks at Karina and leans down, whispers in Karina's ear, I'm going to totally use her as a battering ram in one fight we're going to have.
She could absolutely be a spear with her antlers.
I know, right?
It's probably absolutely hear you.
I think I liked your other for science better.
Would
I
you
mean-
prefer that?
She's suddenly sitting very upright, like, oh my, what a nice beer I have here.
I mean, think about it, Bambi. I grab you by the
No.
backpack.
Those can
I throw
break.
you.
Why would I?
I throw you. I arc you just right enough so you impale into somebody.
Why would I
Boom.
want you to do that? Ever?
Because desperate times call for desperate measures, Bambi.
No.
I mean, I'm not gonna. Don't
She
if
does,
you
like,
want
the
to.
little
you know,
foot stomp.
grin.
But she says no, just like little foot stomp. Albeit it sounds like, a clack. But, I mean, to them at least. But, no. Why would I do that? Why would I ever do that? No.
Because you're in combat.
No, I am not in combat.
Yeah, but there'll be eventually.
No, you're here now. You're probably going to be in combat.
Yeah,
No, I am definitely not. I am the Creamy Nougat Center. I am the support class.
I will bet you. Out of character, Ireland still uses euros, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Karina will say, I will bet you 20 euros that before the end of next month, you will end up in a fight.
Like in the thick of a fight, or where a fight is happening? Because where a fight is happening, points at rides, is not the same.
In the thick of a fight.
I think you'll be very surprised at my ability to evade.
If you're dodging, then that means you're in the thick of a fight.
Yeah. Are you really going to
I
leave us
mean,
out there all on our lonesome, Bambi?
I don't leave you on your lonesome. Besides, I've got a trick. It'll be fine.
Oh, you haven't seen my tricks just yet?
And you haven't seen mine either.
Definitively have not seen mine.
I do love their faces when it happens, though. They're never ready. Grins to himself.
Pout.
Plus, have you calculated all the possible angles to see how far you can actually get her? Because it might not be as far as you think.
I'm not getting thrown anywhere.
Oh, I've done the mathematics. No, I'd say
no.
I've even practiced using like a log that's about her size. And throwing it.
Did you take into consideration wind currents?
Oh yeah.
We are not testing my aerodynamic. No.
I'm not actually testing you, Bambi. I've been testing similar things your ways. Thankfully, you're skinny.
What? Hey.
I said it's a compliment.
Parts of her are skinny. Sips drink.
Hey. He looks over at Karina. At least he's not talking about tossing me.
I mean, he could toss you too if you want, little man. Actually, what I could do
No.
with you.
She'll look at Zeke and she'll actually look a little worried and she'll say, "Oh no, Zeke. I did not tell you about my emergency plans."
I'd advise at least letting me get build up my strength with the legs, because if I get my strength up to a good spot, I can do an awesome like swanton bomb kind of thing with the metal legs.
I am not for throwing.
Yet, you say, nodding.
I am not for throwing at all, ever, period. End of sentence.
What about throwing onto a bed?
That's completely different.
But
Thumbs
yet,
up.
Okay, so we'll make sure there's a mattress at the fight then.
That is a completely different circumstance, and you know what was being implied.
You know,
tie a
I'm
mattress
feeling.
to you.
Karina actually thinks, she's like, that's not a bad form of diplomacy. Looks at Zeke. Like, not, obviously not her specifically, but like if someone else that was like willing, yeah.
What, are you going to just randomly make a mattress appear?
Yes.
What?
He actually can.
You make me sad.
I will make a specific gun to be able to do that.
Or what I could do, Bambi, is I could throw you, and then I'll be able to catch you.
I have a really good idea. Let's not throw the Bambi.
I will make a trebuchet that's
Not
specifically
aerodynamic.
made for tossing mattresses.
Listen, Bambi, don't worry. I'll throw you and I'll catch you. It's fine.
I feel like there are other bits in between the throwing and the catching that are pertinent to the plan.
Says with such confidence. I'll catch you.
There is a mild pout, but she doesn't put up nearly as hard a fight.
He suddenly takes out a piece of paper and starts sketching out a trebuchet made for launching mattresses.
You better catch me if you ever throw me.
I'll catch you. Don't worry.
He squirms over near Karina to get her to help him with the science on the aerodynamics of a mattress.
Oh yeah, no, Karina's all
Spoiler,
down for that.
they're not.
Well, it's probably gonna be weird because you're probably using gematria or some shit, and Karina's gonna be using regular ass science, so she's gonna be like, "What?"
Well, no. See, the problem is, are we talking about a single, double, queen, or king? And if it's a king, is it a California king?
Either way, it's a square.
California king is. How do you know all of this about mattresses?
I mean, have you ever bought a bed?
There was this time in one of the rooms with a satyr, and the stories.
I mean, yes, but I didn't actually look at it. I just got a bed. I just got the mattress.
Well, look at the size of me. I have to study all the mattresses types, find which is best for me.
I just got what I had money for.
Find one that is just right.
Yes, not too
Goldilocks
soft.
style.
Just right.
Shakes her head a little, grinning. I'm still definitely voting on the side of let's not toss me.
I don't know. I mean, it could be fun.
Okay, let's not toss me as hard as he can possibly toss me because I've seen him throw things and
Oh, she's gone from not tossing to not as hard as possible. We are making progress, people.
pat a face.
Looks at her. Don't worry. I'll only toss you if I need to. But I will use the spear. I use you as a spear at one point in my life.
What?
Nothing. Ignore what I said. Deep takes a drink. Right, totally doesn't plan to use Dragon's Ire on Bambi and impale someone with her, essentially, in the back, like in the
She just goes back to doe eyes. Like, why would you do this? I don't want to be tossed.
He looks at him and goes, just remember, she said, not as hard as you can. So make sure when you use her as a spear, you only use 3/4 strength.
Grins over at Bambi.
Back to doe eyes.
We all heard her give permission. Just not as hard as you can do it.
How about I put it like this? Unless we're dancing, I don't want to be tossed.
Changing terms of the deal now, Bambi. Grins at her.
Yep.
Well, we have a contract.
Not likely.
So what kind of bunk do I need for that, pal?
Spoiler, not agreeing to it. No.
Right, then quickly checks his pocket watch and just nods to himself and just stands up. Well, I gotta get going to see a man about a goat.
Blink.
Not you, Bambi. Pats her on the head.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Just winks at her and nods to the other two and begins to whistle as he's walking out. Again, checking his pocket watch again.
As he's walking out, Zeke will turn around and go, just remember, not as hard as you can.
He just turns and looks over his shoulder at Bambi, just smiles.
Little wave. God, don't forget to close your tab.
You can do that for me. kicks open the door and is gone.
She shrugs his card.
He doesn't. He didn't bring his card. He took his card with him.
Most of the places here, when you open a
Yeah.
tab, they just take your card and they give it back when you close the tab.
Yeah, he was just like, you do it. I'm too lazy, and I got somewhere to be.
Rolls her eyes. Has probably done this for him 500,000 times. Well, looks like another beer for me.
Oh, you could always show him and treat us all to beers.
And what?
Treat us all to beers.
Nah.
That'll show him.
Or it'll just give you a free beer, which is pretty much what you're angling for.
Nah.
For what it's worth, I'll state there is a distinct change of posture and overall behavior once Rides heads out. Gets a little more upright and alert and stiller in her seat. It is not like the relaxed kind of lounge she had going prior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, after he's gone, Karina's gonna. Yeah, Karina's actually gonna notice that, and she'll just ask, "Is everything all right?"
Oh, yeah. I just, I've seen some weird shit and been talked to by some weird people, so I don't go places alone usually.
All joking and talk of experiments, whatever aside, you require someone to. I don't like the word escort, but go with you to some place where you are more comfortable. I can do that.
I mean, if you don't mind walking me when we're done, yeah, that would be good.
Not at all. I got you.
It's a tentative but earnest little smile. I
Out of character.
appreciate it.
Y'all made me use my Sealy legacy.
What?
No. That was just Karina doing her. That was her Sealy legacy coming out. We just want to hold the scene here, or did you want to keep going, Katie?
I mean, I'm good for whatever. You guys have stuff to continue, we can keep chattering, or if not, then she will probably before long close up his tab. And totally let the nice she give her a walkie home, or at least to where some of her friends are.
Yeah.
Somewhere she feels secure again.
There's a big ass Black Panther that's accompanying them.
She tries really, really hard not to interact with the giant fucking panther because that would look really strange. But it's so fluffy. Okay, it's not fluffy, it's sleek and beautiful, but she wants to pet it.
Away with them as they leave, unless he gets invited along.
Yep, she does a little wave. And will get herself a nice escort to one of her dreamers. And I believe there we can call it. So thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. We will see you next time in Darkness Over Dublin, the Changeling venue.